Welcome everybody. Happy Wednesday night to you all. And what night is it? It's premiere night! Episode 4, Season 3 of Tales of Valhalla. It's finally out. After I think a month delay or so, we're finally gonna be releasing this and premiering it tonight. And I have with me tonight to help with the commentary the one and only Mr. Joey Ranieri, aka Lieutenant Dan himself, is joining us tonight.
How's it going? Yeah. I don't know how to start these things. I play Lieutenant Dan. I've been at this since the beginning, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the very beginning.
Yeah, I think you're one of the first people I contacted when it came to doing this, because I knew you were a filmmaker. We kind of kept in touch via Facebook, at that time.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. I mean, when I contact you on this, I'm like, hey, Joey, you want to be a part of this? Voice actor, because I know at least you would have an idea of what I was proposing, what I had in mind in comparison to most people that I know, and it's just it's just amazing how you fell into the role of, I think, one of the most iconic characters within the show.
That's what I hear.
At least Lieutenant Dan would call himself iconic. I don't know about the rest of the world.
And it's just so funny that you would say that about me in such a way. You'd put me to such high standards.
How about, Joey, we get started with watching this, because we are on limited time, this being a 30-minute live stream, and get started. Everybody enjoy, and we'll be back in about 9 minutes.
Welcome, soldiers of Uller. I need your help.
Okay, and we're back. Wasn't that a cool episode? Like I said, we're already just episode 4 into this season, and things are already getting intense, and it's just going to get more and more intense as these episodes go on. Thank you, everybody in the cast. Thank you so much for your help, as always. I couldn't do this without you guys, and thank you. So with that,
Such lovely people.
With that,
except for that Ryan guy.
Yeah. But with that, we're gonna actually start. I'm gonna move this video up. We're gonna start episode 9 again and do some commentary. So let's start that right now. So coming and start out, and we have the map. And yeah, I wanted to say, I was talking about something beforehand about the music at the end. What was I saying? I don't remember. I guess when we get there, we'll.
Yeah, well, we can talk about that when we get there, because
yeah.
I know you were saying music was a very big part of your editing process this time around.
Right. That would it all came together so well. But I'll be talking all about that next week as well too, because I was able to record all my music editing. So glad you did that heavy breathing, Joey. I think that actually came from like 2 or 3 voiceover sessions, and I just compiled them together into one to make it look seamless, or as seamless as possible.
It's just such good acting on my part. That's all you gotta tell people.
Good drama. Good drama.
What's the matter with seem to remember?
Yeah, I forgot how good the character model of Shotgun is. Like, I love the paint job on it. I love the whole thing. Like, he just looks cool.
Yeah, he does. And he's in the game. I mean, he's got a shotgun ability to where he can like blast like a couple of figures at once, which is a nice ability to have. He's a fun miniature to play with. I like this wonderful surprise thing to where Lieutenant Dan is talking, and then the enemy just surrounds them.
I like how that became like a running gag with him. Every time there's something, he's just talking about it. It's right there.
Just Lieutenant Danish type thing, just to get into trouble in that way. And then Lieutenant Dan, meet Empress Kyowa, who is actually
Please,
the guy who
Empress,
voices Lieutenant Dan
I'm
too.
not invading your territory.
I'm interested to see if people will. It's easy to know the difference because it's just you talking deep for Lieutenant Dan and then high for Empress Kyowa. There's not, and I didn't really make any alterations.
It's a lot of like breathy, like a lot of that going
On both sides, that's Joey's natural voice. I didn't really do much alteration. Sometimes for people's voices, I make like a higher or lower alteration. And I was gonna try and do that with Empress Kyowa, but I just thought, after working on it a little bit, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it as it is. And it just, Joey's natural voice just seems to work the best for it, so yeah. And I like how everybody talking at once, that's pretty darn seamless too. Even though all those recordings were done very separately.
Yes.
Are you hungry?
Are you hungry? Are you hungry? That end up might be in a t-shirt someday. I don't know. We'll see. Are you hungry? Are you hungry?
Oh
Are you
man,
hungry? Are you hungry?
that was actually a caboose line from Red vs. Blue back in the day.
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't catch that. Okay.
Kind of. I went a little farther with it, but he said it first.
Well, it's up to Lieutenant Dan to go as far as possible.
Oh, the lighting is so nice in these scenes.
Yeah. Well, it's the color correcting, because I mean, what I do is I try and make the lighting as, I mean, it's white balance, but it's as flat as possible on the DSLR. So that way you can pull the color from whatever loot you want to apply. And the loot that I apply is like a loot, I think, from Interstellar.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nice trick.
Okay.
Or Interstellar like color, because that just seemed like the best one that pulled the deep, just the like darker tones of the colors. Yet everything just makes everything look sharp.
Man, like,
And I don't know how many. Like I said, Morrow Drudge. I think there are about 50 to 75 Morrow Drudge and Marden Nagrubs that surround the group. And of course the special effects. Special effects took like all month of December to do practically.
you made like everyone you gave. I love how you gave the sense of like they're being surrounded.
Right.
You wouldn't think that based on, I know how much stuff you have, but you made it seem like there's just like an endless amount of enemies around them right now.
Right. Well, and I literally did that. I mean, there was that set there, and I did have them, and it's shown in the wide shots a little bit. Although I couldn't get a full wide shot of it all. It went from like one side to another side, kind of. But I mean, the effect's still the same.
Oh, I love this sequence.
And then yeah, that shot of Henderson running through just the crowd of fighting. That took about an hour to just go through, that wonderful 8 seconds. I think it was like an hour or two to actually pull through, and the camera was actually upside down, so in post I had to put it right side up.
Oh, really?
Yep. That was the only way to take it through the crowd without having to like separate pieces and stuff. So because the bottom of the camera just had like the rig, you couldn't move it through, so I had to turn it upside down. That way I could move it through just fine.
I love it.
Wow. Where are the others?
Korok has the fire one.
Yeah, he'd probably be the one of those characters that I would play in this game.
Oh, Johnny
I love those types of characters. Yeah.
Johnny Sacco's out, yeah.
It couldn't be.
And there's like the little premise of Kimoshi, because
she have escaped death somehow?
Kimoshi, in like the lore of the game, was killed by Drake Alexander. So I kind of throw that in there for Heroscape enthusiasts. They'll recognize that. They'll be like, oh yeah, that did happen. So in a way, I'm trying to connect the lore of the original game to this, you know, as best as I possibly can. Grenade.
Oh.
We should get running.
Gimp's grenade. Always works good. Then we have army marching. And the trick is, too, from the start of the army marching until the end, and you see a little bit of camera shake there, it was actually a lot worse. There was a lot of bumping going on. And I tried to smooth it out as best as possible in post, but this is one of those things that there was a lot of bumpiness that happened in these last episodes of season 3 that I had to fix. Anyway,
Oh, man.
anyway, that swell at the end. Oh, the music came together just so well. I'll have the Maro army. There, hold on.
Marvel Army.
There. Okay, that's a good place to have it. Anywho, we do not have a lot of time, so we are gonna have to shut down this live stream rather quickly because there's a lot of. I know, Joey. It's this is the first time you've been on a live stream. It is wonderful to have you, and you're always a good buddy. And I have to tell like the audience that even though yes I've done a lot of the work, but I know there are millions of times that I've sent Joey messages and screenshots and videos, and he's had to put up with like. I wouldn't call them reshoots. I call them re-audio takes. I think he's been on the microphone more than any other voice actor in this show, and I appreciate him so much. And thank you, Joey, for being on here. Your last thing that you have to do, I think, for season 3. I think for season 3, unless something else pops up.
I'm always prepared.
Yeah, I know. You love me so much, don't you?
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's always been a blast helping you out, and
For sure.
it's always a fun experience with you.
For sure, and I certainly hope we get to do more. I can almost count on the fact that as long as we're still here in a few years, we're going to be doing more of this. It's great to have you on board here, and yeah, like I said, I don't think Tales of Valhalla would be the same without the character of Lieutenant Dan. I honestly don't think it would. So I really do appreciate all the time and effort you put in. Yeah, no, I thank you, man. And we're not done yet. We still got 6 more episodes to edit. So you got to put up with me sending you messages a little bit longer. But no, we're getting close.
I'm ready.
We're getting
ready.
close. Anyway. Now, before I close this live stream, I have one thing to announce to everybody. Go to the link to episode 4, and please, if you haven't subscribed to Tales of Valhalla, and leave a comment on the episode 4 comment section, because if you do, your name will be entered in a contest. First time we're doing this for Tales of Valhalla, to where you're going to be earning some prizes, and they're going to appear on the screen right now. Your choice of one merch item that has the title Darn Wizards, which is a toothpick line, on it. So that's either a choice of t-shirt, pullover hoodie, zipper hoodie, or a hat. As well as 2 units that were used in the animating battle scene of this episode, which is 1 squad of Maro Drudge and 1 squad of the NR Imperium. And we're going to take about 3 to 4 weeks for people to comment and subscribe, and you'll be entered in that drawing. Let's end this episode, or let's end this premiere. I want to say premiere, yeah, premiere. I don't get enough sleep. Anyway, I'll say what I always say. What do I always say? My throat's dry. With Brody at my shoulder right there is one of my cats. For those of you who are watching this on the Tales of Valhalla YouTube page, oh my gosh, I'm already messing up. Let me try that again.
You've done this before, right?
Yes. For those of you who are watching this on our Tales of Valhalla YouTube page, this is an edited down version of what is going to be a 30-minute live stream premiere of Tales of Valhalla, Episode 4, Season 3. If you want to see the full amount of this episode and commentary, go to our Conductor Productions YouTube page, which should be in the screen in front of you, or a link in the description below, and find it there. And also, I gotta do my closing line. I have a closing line now, because a lot of people have these closing taglines, and I have a closing tagline myself. So with that, Joey, say goodbye. Thank you again. Thank the audience. Thank yourself. I don't know. Okay.
Thank me. It's all me. Thank you for having me, Ryan. Thank you, everyone who's been a part of this. It's such a fun time, and I can't wait for everyone to see what else Ryan has in store in that incredibly scary brain of his.
And as I told Joey some time ago, I have a feeling we're just getting started. I just have a feeling we're just getting started, and I look forward to it. Anyway, for all you for all you out there, you have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it, and we'll see you next Wednesday for a live stream for Tales of Valhalla: The Aftermath Chronicles. Have a good Wednesday night, everybody. We'll see you later. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.